Keith came to Life's Work initially through a vocational evaluation, and through that experience we found that he is a very strong candidate for competitive employment. Keith works at McDonald's in Pleasant Hills, and the experience was quite serendipitous in that we went to meet at McDonald's, as I often do with many of my clients, to discuss and talk about opportunities within that area. McDonald's has been kind of a second office for me. When I was talking to Keith, I looked over to the side and I noticed a sign that they were conducting interviews. And so it was kind of a serendipitous opportunity, and took advantage of it, and asked Keith if he'd be interested in working for McDonald's, and he said that he would. And I approached the manager, and he had his interview right there on the spot.
Keith's attitude has really improved. Not that he ever had a bad attitude, he's always been a fun-loving guy, but he's just, you know, standing a little taller again, and just really like, oh, I have a purpose. I'm doing something other than playing video games all day. It's like back to his athletes days when, you know, he knew he was the gold medal winner and always running and so forth, and he just had that extra little swagger, I guess you could say, that he used to have as a top athlete. And it's really been wonderful seeing him get that back again. I think one of the fun experiences through this whole process was the actual application and interview process. The day Keith was there, we were there for probably a couple of hours with the computer going up and down, and just the whole application process. Everybody was wonderful at McDonald's and everything, but it was just an added dimension of computers that you have to account for when you go to try and find a job that you didn't used to have to do. So just an extra little dimension.
Keith primarily works doing restocking, cleaning. He does engage the customers from time to time, which from what I understand has been a real strong suit about Keith. He really enjoys his work, and it's been a very good experience for him. Keith has been a client who has come in and actually experienced the full complement of services that we provide at Life's Work. Through OVR, he was provided support through the community-based assessment. We were able to also expand on that through our use of the Trees grant, and I think that really served Keith being a very successful individual, and he's a fine employee. I think it's real evident from the feedback that we get from the folks at McDonald's.
I think Life's Work has, through their whole broad spectrum of their program, has really added something to him, has given him something back that he had back in the day when he was an athlete. It's just giving him that extra little swagger that he used to have, and presented him with many different choices of employment, and it just turned out that McDonald's was a good fit for him.